the risk of space junk hitting planes is rising in the era of SpaceX. We've yet to see a falling piece of space debris strike an airplane, but if it happens, the consequences would almost certainly be catastrophic. And according to a new study, the danger posed to planes is only rising. The researchers behind the study from the University of British Columbia in Canada looked at worldwide flight data to model the distribution of planes in the sky, then compared this to records of uncontrolled rocket body re-entries. The increasing risk is also being driven in part by the mass deployment of satellites like SpaceX's Starlink, which will eventually re-enter our airspace. As more satellites and rockets are sent into orbit and more planes take to the skies, the chances of a hit are growing, and the researchers found, even though we have the technology to track falling space debris to some extent, that's still a major concern. The highest density regions around major airports have a 0.8% chance per year of being affected by an uncontrolled re-entry, write the researchers in their published paper. This raises the rate raises to 26% for larger but still busy areas of airspace, such as that found in the northeastern United States, northern Europe, or around major cities in the Asia-Pacific region. According to the Aerospace Corporation, the likelihood of the fatal plane collision with an object falling from space was close to 1 in 100,000 in 2021. And what's more, even the smallest chunk of a rock or satellite that's burning up could bring a plane down, making it difficult to guarantee passenger safety. Estimates suggest something as small as 1 gram could cause damage if it made contact with the aircraft windshield or engine. And as the chance of interference grows, so does the probability that parts of airspace will be closed, which then leads to other stretches of sky becoming more congested, or planes getting delayed or canceled altogether. This situation puts the national authorities in a dilemma to close airspace or not, with safety and economic implications either way, write the researchers. Charting re-entry paths for uncontrolled objects is often tricky, which means large areas of airspace need to be shut down as a precaution. We've already seen this happen, as with the Long March 5B rocket body in 2022. There's a solution, the researchers say. Those putting the objects in the sky could invest in controlled rocket re-entry. While the tech for this already exists, less than 35% of launches currently make use of it, leaving the safety burden on the aviation industry. Efforts continue to improve safety both inside and outside Earth's atmosphere, but they require buy-in from government agencies and private companies. It should not take a disaster to force action to be taken. Over 2,300 rocket bodies are already in orbit and will eventually re-enter in the uncontrolled manner, write the researchers. Airspace authorities will face the challenge of uncontrolled re-entries for decades to come. The research was published in Scientific Reports. This is by David Neild on Science Alert. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.